Dear viewers, every great change in life begins with one small step, one tiny habit. But today's story is not just about change, it's about discipline, courage, failure, and a habit so powerful it transformed an ordinary man into a legend of success. Stay till the end, because this story might inspire you to start the habit that will change your own life. Imagine waking up one morning, looking into the mirror, and realizing that nothing in your life is going right. Your dreams are fading, your motivation is gone, and you feel trapped in the same repetitive cycle every single day. Now imagine that one simple habit pulls you out of that darkness and gives you a life you never thought you could live. This is the story of Daniel and the one big habit that changed everything. Daniel was 27 years old. He wasn't poor, but he wasn't successful either. He had a job, but no passion. He had dreams, but no discipline. He had potential, but no direction. Every day looked the same. Wake up late, rush to work, come home tired, waste time scrolling his phone, sleep, repeat. Deep inside, he knew he was meant for more, but he didn't know how to start. One night, as he sat alone in his room, he whispered to himself, "Why can't I change? What is wrong with me?" But then, something unusual happened. He found an old notebook from his school days. On the first page, in his own handwriting, he had written, "Your future depends on the habits you build today." Daniel closed the notebook and stared at the wall. Maybe life wasn't about big miracles. Maybe it was about small changes. That night, he made a promise to himself. "Tomorrow, I will build one habit. Only one." Daniel decided his new habit would be simple. Wake up at 5 a.m. every single day. Not 7 a.m., not 8 a.m., 5 a.m. Day 1 was a disaster. The alarm rang. He hit snooze. Then again. And again. He finally woke up at 7:45, angry at himself. But he didn't quit. Day 2 was harder. He forced himself out of bed at 5:45. His body was tired, but his heart felt proud. Day 3 was slightly better. Day 5, he woke up at 5:10. By day 14, he was waking up at 5 a.m. sharp. With every sunrise, something inside him began to change. He felt focused. He felt energetic. He felt alive. He started reading books, exercising, learning new skills, and planning his days. It was just one habit. But that one habit created a chain reaction. Once Daniel mastered waking up early, he added more habits. 10 minutes of exercise, 20 minutes of reading, writing one page of his goals, planning his day, working on a new skill, graphic design. Slowly, his life started changing. He became more disciplined at work. His confidence increased. He helped his family. His friends noticed the change. He felt unstoppable. Within 6 months, Daniel started freelancing as a designer. Within a year, he doubled his salary. Within 2 years, he bought his first car. People often asked him, "Daniel, how did you change your life so much?" He would smile and say, "I didn't change my life. I just changed one habit, and that habit changed everything else." But life isn't perfect. One day, Daniel faced a major setback. His project got rejected. His freelance clients stopped responding, and he felt like everything was falling apart. He went back home and sat quietly in the dark. For a moment, he felt like giving up. He thought he'd lost everything he worked for. But then, He remembered the habit, the sunrise, the early mornings, the promise he made to himself. He woke up at 5 a.m. the next morning, even though he didn't feel like it. He ran, he read, he worked, he fought back. That month, he got 3 new clients, and his income tripled. The storm had passed. Years later, Daniel became a successful entrepreneur. People admired him, respected him, and asked for advice. One young man asked him, "Sir, what is the secret of success?" Daniel smiled gently and said, "Success is not a big step. It's the small step you repeat every day." He added, "Big goals don't change your life. Big habits do. If you want to change your life, you must first change your habits. You don't need a perfect plan. You don't need big motivation. You only need one small habit to begin the journey. Because small habits build discipline. Discipline builds character. Character builds success." Dear viewers, life will not change in one day, but one day can change your life.